YouTube side, welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We're probably going to be carrying on our conversation about comics and nerd stuff like that. And although we did legitimately finally lose the streak last time, oh god, we're emo as hell. We're going to stop with Lazy Eden because that's the way I like doing it on stream. So we started with a syringe of some variety. Not sure which one, and we started with the clicker, 3 hearts, above average damage. Our speed is coming from our trinket. Bad fire rate. Oh, maybe it's euthanasia? Oh, it is, yeah. So we want to get our luck up so we fire more syringe shots. Yeah, we're firing very, very slowly. If I remember rightly, the clicker just outright changes which character you're playing as, right? So, could I use it just to... Oh, I was going to say, could I use it just to become Azazel, but what if I become the Lost? Then it's screwed. I also don't think I read out the seed. I showed it, but I didn't read it out. I don't think it rerolls our stats. Yeah, syringes do so much more damage. $8218-7A0R. That is way too many numbers in a single seed. Don't trust it. Also, is this a double floor? No. Thank you, Hawks, for the bits. Hi, YouTubes. Except he did hi like hello, like some kind of weird normie. Yeah, you heard me. You're weird because you're normal. It's all pointing at the normal freak. So it was brought up to me something called the White Knight Joker, where the Joker, he becomes sane because apparently that's something he can do, and decides to sue Gotham and Batman. That sounds like a very American storyline, and also pretty bad. I don't know, the YouTube side doesn't usually like if we get caught up on too many topics. Like that Gungeon episode where I just spent the entire time talking about it. I thought we had like a good conversation going about that, but yeah, the comments didn't really like it. They don't want to hear a book, well it wasn't even a book review, they don't want to hear us talking about a book for an hour. And comics are for nerds, so that's just worse. The only thing we could do to make it even worse still is talk about manga and become weeb nerds. Then we'd have to join the cult from Far Cry 5. And then we'd get murdered by my character. I don't know what that did. Oh, did it reroll everything on the floor? As in, like, the literal floor, not the floor I'm on. I've never heard of Battle Angel Alita? Alita? So no, I have not. Well, if it's Japanese, it would be Alita, I suppose. Oh, hello there. Yeah, YouTube be YouTube. I don't really know what works on YouTube anymore either. I have archaic knowledge that no longer applies. Actually, no, I probably don't. I do know what works on YouTube, I don't want to do it. Hello, Windows 10. It's down there. No, Sora will move into the bed eventually. Granted, she didn't roll that last time. Why, are you desperate to see my map? Are you lost without it? Welcome to the party if you are. Do you not like the tartan bed instead? It's much more interesting than the map. Would I watch the Batman Ninja movie? No? Probably not. What does the D1 do, or whatever this is? Like it's a D6 but with 1 on every side. Bye, Hawks. Oh, the people in the Subnautica episode that went live today, like saying, well, scan the tree, and they did it yesterday as well. They're going to be very disappointed because I did not, in fact, scan the tree. Ever. But it's got lore, apparently. The lore's staying on the planet. Give me a tears up, please. I did ask. Yeah, that's fine. Duplicates one random pickup in the current room. Okay, it has a use. I should use it to try and multiply spirit hearts, I guess. Because we're almost certainly going to lose our deal with the devil thanks to a bad tier rate. And that is the hallmarks of a bad run. The worst type of run, in fact. The train wrecks. Oh, Gimpy means we could get a spirit heart after getting hit. It's semi-okay. So what else shall we talk about, chat? Let's try and veer away from manga, comic books, Batman. Let's talk about something less controversial, like politics. So there's a library and a shop. I would like to find more keys. No, I don't have an interest in Ready Player One. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about 80s nostalgia because that's basically my whole shtick. But it seems like the movie is aimed at younger people than me. But hey, if they are younger than me, they get to experience the, oh, I remember that, prior to the age where you would normally remember it. I don't know if it's true or not, but I did see on Twitter somebody apparently posting a spoken word poem written by the author of Ready Player One. I don't know if that was like slander, libel. But I can say if it's true, then it's hilarious. Okay, now if we don't get a deal with the devil, we can force one, so that's good. If like, you remember? I remember. Wait, so the thing with the porn monologue is real? Also, is it in the book? I thought it was just like a poem he did separate to it. If indeed it was him that did it. To give the gist of this, whether or not he did in fact do this or not, the tweet was a poem lamenting that all quote-unquote normal porn is non-consensual, rape, misogynistic, etc. And he laments that there is no porn for the smarter man, the man who respects women. And he wishes there was. And it's pretty embarrassing. It's separate, but it is real that he did it, not like someone trying to slander him. Could you like jump at me anytime? Thank you. It's high quality cringe. That's a good way to describe it, yeah. He should be embarrassed. Ooh. Is there anything else in the shop I wanted? There was something else that was expensive, but I don't remember if I wanted it. Ugh. Also, just to mention a few points that he perhaps overlooked. Porn is not non-consensual. Granted, like, they can sometimes be acting it out in a manner that appears to be non-consensual for the fantasy, but that's not all porn. And two, it's not just the women in the porn industry who are exploited. They all are, if you want to use broad terms, regardless of gender. Some by choice, some by circumstance, etc, etc. They don't need some neckbeard twat telling them what they can and can't do. Or that it's too low brow for them. He wants something he can sink his teeth into while he jacks off. Ideally while wearing a trilby. I apologise to anybody who has a trilby, but... Sorry, I meant fedora. I said the wrong hat. I meant the one that's synonymous with their type of attitude. Ooh, where were you on the last run? I'm gonna go back to the shop because I can't remember what else was in there. I meant fedora. I didn't mean trilby. You know, the milady, those ones. They say it's a fedora, but it actually is a trilby they wear. Wait, is it? I don't know hats, because hats are not particularly good to me. I don't find them appealing. Fedora is what Indiana Jones wears. Well, regardless of whether Ready Player One is any good, just based on how much of a twat the author is, I would boycott it on those grounds. I did watch a review of it, however, and it said that it is a bit of a mess. It differs from the book, and the overly long Spielberg action scene at the end is terrible. Filled with references, but still terrible. There's a bit of a plot hole, and it has forced schmaltz, as most Spielberg things do. The next movie I'm likely to watch, unless it's something from my backlog, will probably be Black Panther. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that catches my eye. Oh, there's probably going to be a, and this is only minor, like I was thinking, Marvel movie. Oh, Spider-Man's in the Marvel movies. Oh, also, the Spider-Man PS4 game that's coming is probably going to get a release date reveal very soon as maybe tomorrow. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. It looks like they've done web swinging right, which is like you don't just shoot into the sky and attach onto nothing, you actually have to aim for a surface. Banner posted a Reddit link to the porn poem. Yeah, by all means, show the chat the porn poem. And you tell me if he comes across like an asshole. Oh, she did indeed stealth her way into the bed. See, if I'd turned off the camera, none of us would have been aware, because I wouldn't have checked until after the run was over. And then everybody would have had an excuse to go after Mark with a shotgun. Is that the one? Again, if we'd had this trinket on the last run, Abel would have been more than useful, would have been super, super good. We're getting a bunch of items on this run where I desperately wanted them the other run. The other run that I accidentally, deliberately sabotaged by taking Loki's horns, but still. There was a chance we still could have won despite taking that. Thank you, Serenity Moon, for the bits. Sleepy Bork. It's the best kind of Bork. Mom Omega is very fun for a floor. I think this doesn't work in here. Oh, it actually does totally work in here. Never mind. You don't need to purchase a consumable. It will just use it. She looks small in the big bed. She is getting pretty big. Keep in mind that is a bed meant for a full-size dog. Not a huge breed or anything like that, but still a full-size dog. I've not had item room. Keep in mind it is possible for assholes or horrible people to produce things that are actually good. Like, even if he is an asshole, his book might be good, his movie might be good. I usually take the stance if I don't approve of the creator of something, I boycott their product, even if I like their product. But that isn't necessary, usually. The point is, his book isn't good, though. I thought his book was good. Like, I thought people actually thought it was pretty decent. The people who it's aimed at. Which I guess are, like, people in their mid to late 30s who remember the 80s very well. As their childhood, that is. And then also a bunch of gaming references for the 15-year-olds today. Who might, ironically, know of some of the 80s stuff because of memes. Or The Simpsons, I guess. I mean, surely the book is done well, because otherwise why would he be making a movie of it? Never understood lefties' mouses? I'm left-handed and I use my mouse in the right hand. It's just the way I'm accustomed to it. If I was to change now and try and use the mouse in my left hand, I would not find it comfortable at all. The book was met best with jokes that were like, wink wink, it's a joke, did you get it? Ugh. So what you're saying is he's stealing my commentary shtick. I also went stealing because I accidentally jumped the gun for the shtick part. Alright, so we got the speed aura. We want to lose that one and get the damage aura, so we want to get hit by an enemy. Oh, of course we have crap tons of bombs on this run as well, because the last run needed those. No, it's the egotistical version of the Pride fight. Ultra Pride. I don't know which one I've been hitting more. That'll get you. Yeah. I desperately need lockups. Because the syringes do crap tons of damage. I'm not going to take the left hand. Ah, we got the speed aura again. Grumble, grumble. Sounds like I multiplied a heart. I sure hope I get Dart Bum. Joke is, it's a game about pirates and they stole your money. But I actually thought, like, prior to, like, when I heard that Ready Player One was being a movie, I thought it was a web comic. I didn't know it was a book. Oh, this is, again, slightly tangential to what we were talking about, but a webcomic I read years ago called VG Cats. I stopped reading it after he did a joke about abortions, because he'd basically run out of humour to mine from games. So he did jokes about abortions instead. I was like, nah, I'm kind of done with this now. Didn't realise it was still going, and it's still going now because he started a Patreon specifically to give away porn of his characters. And I thought that was very funny. Yeah, I'm actually still doing that webcomic about the cats who are gamers. But also, if you give me money every month, you can see some porn of them fucking. Ow. That still exists. That was my reaction as well. I thought it was a joke. I saw it on Twitter, but I followed through to the website. It still exists. Which order did we get now? Is that damage or is that range? It feels like it might be range. Guess there was enough demand? Yeah, I guess, but I know this is kind of like the innocent opinion, but what does it have to do with video games? Although I guess his target demographic, like, I don't know how many years ago now it was when I looked at that webcomic, it must have been at least 10. So yeah, they're at the age where like they probably don't care about video games as much anymore, not in the same way they did when they were kids, so the gaming humour doesn't land, and they'll make do with like bland video game humour like Penny Arcade, and instead be like, I want to connect with these characters, but I don't care about gaming as much anymore, so can you just draw them having sex with each other? You know, just try it out, see how popular it is. What is it with furries and always resorting to porn? Why can't it just be pretend? Like playing pretend you're an animal. Why does it have to always resort to fucking? Also, weren't his characters based on his real cats? I'm pretty sure they were. I vaguely remember this. They probably passed away long since now, but still. I don't know if that makes it worse. Yeah, I think that does make it worse. Well, does it make it worse, or would it being a fursona be worse? This keeps getting better and better. Are you digging down the rabbit hole, so to speak? That wasn't a Zootopia joke. Maybe. Is there a porn version of Zootopia? And if there is it called something to do with the rabbit hole? Did Braziers make it? This is not the line of thinking I thought I would go down when we started this episode, but you know, it was something I remembered reading and we got onto it tangentially. Now there's not anything wrong with it. If he wants to draw porn and people are willing to pay for it, whatever. But I just find it weird he's still doing the gaming side. The gaming side that stopped being funny years ago when he started getting lazy and ran out of jokes. Like, why bother with that? If they want the porn, just do the porn side. Accept it. You're irrelevant in the gaming era now, because if you mention VG Cats to people, they'll have the reaction you lot did, which was, Jesus, is that still going? Ooh, double up. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, I can. Hey, it worked. Nice. Forgot I had room for 2 spacebar items. Should probably wait on that then and try and double it again. Although, no, it would only double 1, right? So I should just take 1. Hey, seems so. Alright, try and remember and come back. There's a Justice League porn parody movie? And it reviewed better than the actual Justice League movie? Alright, hang on, I'm going to try and guess the name of the Justice League porn parody movie. The Thrusting League? Nah, that's not punny enough. Let's see. The Just Fuck League. Is that what it is? It'll be something like that. God, I hate how much HP these things have. No, it doubles consumables, not items. It's not called anything particular, it's just called Zootopia. I see what you're doing a joke there, is that it is the porn version. Justice League XXX? That's boring. Porn parodies are supposed to have funny names. Ooh, that's handy. Okay. That's not as handy. Yeah, the movie tagline was "We must come together." I got that part. Yeah, but it only doubles one, right? So it's not going to give me two more, it's going to give me one more. Yeah. It's still good. But it's not Jera good. And so we... I can't read that because you did it the wrong way around. And so deeper we penetrate into the rabbit's hole. Your use of the English language broke my brain. It should be penetrate deeper, if anything. Which is exactly what the executive in the porn industry said. This is not a topic we should have got onto, really, but hey. I am curious how many of you are now going to go become patrons of someone else. There's probably a way to see like who someone is a patron of on Patreon, so I'm going to go through all my patrons after the stream and I'm going to find y'all. I'm going to find all of you who are also now on the whatever the VG Cats porn one was called, and I will know the truth. That you are sinners. Sorry, I was channeling my Far Cry 5 again. Champ, what shall we talk about? Yeah, I don't think this is going to be monetized, don't worry about it. No, the YouTube bot doesn't understand my accent. What should we talk about now? What wonderful, wholesome thing that's definitely advertiser friendly shall we talk about now? What I will say is Carrying Queen sucks. Oh, got her with the syringe there, that was good. Oh, I finally decided to use a bomb and I scared her so she ran away. Warhammer 40k? Yeah, there's definitely a clear juxtaposition between internet Patreon porn and Warhammer 40k. The hottest Imperial Space Marines. XXL. No, not row 34 of Carrying Queen. this fight is taking forever. The bloody poop. Just hurry up and die. You've lost. Good riddance. There's syringe number 2. Duality. Sure. Take a look at what? What is that linked to? Oh, it's an excerpt from the Ready Player One book. Am I allowed to read excerpts from a book? Is that against the T's and C's? This is Ready Player One. If you haven't read the book, please don't let the trailer make you think it might be okay. Alright, hang on, I'm going to read this to you now. I made a big entrance when I arrived in my flying DeLorean, which I'd obtained by completing a Back to the Future quest on planet Zemicus. The DeLorean came outfitted with a non-functional flux capacitor, but I'd made several additions to its equipment and appearance. First, I'd installed an artificially intelligent onboard computer named Kit, purchased in an online auction, into the dashboard, along with a matching red Knight Rider scanner just above the DeLorean's grille. Then I'd outfitted the car with an oscillation overthruster, a device that allowed it to travel through solid matter. Finally, to complete my 80s super vehicle theme, I slapped a Ghostbusters logo on each of the DeLorean's gull-wing doors, then added personalised plates that read Ecto 88. I'd had it only a few weeks now, but my time-travelling, ghost-busting, night-riding, matter-penetrating DeLorean had already become my avatar's trademark. Ugh. Do you remember? I remember. Although honestly that does kind of accurately describe Fortnite Battle Royale, where like all the emotes and whatnot are references. It is meant for children. Although children won't get those references. I started thinking of that thing I just read and lamenting the state of media. (13 to 17-year-olds who wouldn't be alive in the 80s, or even if they were with the culture of the time, they wouldn't particularly... Oh, this is the aura we want, so I don't want to get hit again. They're not even interesting references. They're just things the author remembers. Also, who the hell thinks Ecto 1 is the most memorable part of Ghostbusters? The siren like the noise the siren makes, maybe, but not the thing itself. When you hear people referencing Ghostbusters, they're not all about the car. They're reciting lines Bill Murray says, most likely. I think it's probably like it's the do you remember this in the style of how Family Guy tells a joke, where they just do a cutaway to like an obscure 80s thing, being like, hey, remember this? We're gonna poke fun at this because that's what we remember from when we were younger. You're not gonna get the joke. Or honestly, to be more specific, it's like when Peter says he wanted to name Meg Tweaky, and then he said, but people aren't going to get that reference. You know who I mean, right? Beady, 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 beady. Like, I get that joke, and the folk who wrote it will get the joke. The kids who watch Family Guy aren't going to get the joke. It's just a thing they remember. Also, I think I missed a sub because I was off on a trail. Give me a second and I shall look. The car he's describing is the car he literally owns. Wow, that's pathetic. I feel sorry for him now. Anyway, thank you, Lurking Residential, for 6 months in a row. Congratulations on becoming a Super Saiyan. I'm sorry it took a little while to get to it, but I was off on a tangent. There's a battery out here somewhere, right? Not this way, the other way. 2 shots isn't enough to kill this bloody thing? Why are our stats so bad? We have a bad one. It feels like I'm doing less than 7 point whatever damage. Ooh, that's handy. I'm not imagining it, right? There was a battery somewhere. I just don't remember where. Hello, Ryujin. Oh, you've missed some conversations tonight. There wasn't any in here. I have a follow-up question and to what we were just talking about, and it might come across as rude. But I have a question about the gentleman who wrote Ready Player One and has the actual car I just described via a quote from the book. Is he married or is he single? And if he is married, does he have any children? Now come on, if you say I hope not, that's being directly rude. I'm just curious whether or not he was able to find someone who is okay with all that stuff, because that gives hope to everybody. Hello, True Fate. Ah, that was a really bad luck down. I also don't remember if I found the item room on this floor. He is married as of 2016. Was that before he wrote the book? Oh, now we have a charge, but I've got to try and find my way back to the room with the spirit heart in it. How are you supposed to do this room with this? Well, actually, with this damage, I should be able to do this room, but they don't seem to be dying as quickly as they should. Yeah, honestly, that's the quickest way to end the room. I don't know if it's like some kind of side hidden thing with duality, but I'm not doing the damage it says I'm doing. Thanks for that. It was after he wrote the book. Is she okay? Just in general, I mean. Well, it helps a little bit. No, I don't want to see a picture of the actual car. Did anyone really look at that car in real life and be impressed, or would they just kind of feel sorry for him? Like, it's okay to live in your memories and have nostalgia for stuff you liked from years gone by, but surely there's a limit. I don't know, maybe he's happy, who cares? I have no interest in the film anyway, so it's a moot point, really. Or the book. I will not be experiencing either. Did I find the boss room? Yes. I just killed that turret. Okay, we locked it with an easy boss. Currently we have the tier rate aura. Maybe I got used to having the damage aura and that's what's throwing off my damage compass, but it doesn't feel like I'm doing the damage it says we have. Oh, that's spun though. And there's a luck up pill. So that was red and spotty white, I think. There's more damage, that's good. Yeah, the Frankenstein mashup of all those things is just tacky. That's the word for it, it's tacky. But presumably he's doing okay money-wise if he's got a big Steven Spielberg movie out based on his book. And I'm sure the movie will drive book sales as well. So you can afford to do dumb crap like that. Like, I'm sure if I was rolling in money, I'd do dumb stuff as well. Not that dumb, I'd like to think, but still dumb. Stars. Don't let me forget the Alge's rune. Ugh. Another bad variant of the same rune. This time we do have a bit more damage. We definitely do not need to hold on to the hoof. Now where is... That's miles away. Net worth of $1 million. That's enough to exist on for the rest of his life. If he spends it properly, or doesn't spend it, I guess is the case maybe. He can buy all the 80s nostalgia crap he wants. It's not that much for someone's book to be made into a movie. He'll probably get residuals. Like anytime the movie's bought on DVD or whatever, he'll be getting a cut, most likely. So it might go up. The movie's doing well as far as I'm aware, so... I'm sure it'll be more than that soon. This whole conversation can come across as like, oh, let's make fun of this person because they've done well for themselves. And I guess there is a certain extent to that, isn't there? Because I'm sure there's plenty of people who've wrote much worse books with 80s nostalgia in them. Give me the good stuff. Potentially good stuff. Another Alges to save me going back. Oh, but there's a Yara though. I will take the Yara. I'm not going to bother going back for the curse room. Hey, free ghost baby though. It's an item. Oh, you lived. Shame we already got everything of worth outside the shop. Definitely. I'll go back and see if there's anything of note, but I think we got everything I needed. Oh right, we knew what card that was. The key will pay off if we live long enough to get to the chest. You have the same disdain for him as you do for terrible fanfiction. That's fair. But haven't you seen Tracer gets a cameo in the movie? Doesn't that make it worth seeing? Ah, none of the pill I wanted. Hematemesis, relax. That's the first time I've heard that, I think, in full, when it's awful. Red Mom. The stompy version. And of course I have speed aura for this, it's going to take bloody ages. You know what I heard? Dog movement. Oh, readjusting, I assume. Riveting boss fight this. Hello, Blue Bear. Also, I just realised this run's been going on for 45 minutes and I'm only at Mom. What happened? It doesn't feel like it's taken me that long to get here, and yet here we are. What the hell happened? That can't be right. I mean, I know, as I've been saying, my damage appears to be worse than the damage stat is telling me, but... Oh, you know what it could be? That syringe I started with, maybe it was experimental treatment, and the damage number indicator is wrong. It's what it was before it changed itself. So my damage is actually lower than what I see it to be by, I'm not sure by how much, but by a factor. I'm enjoying Far Cry 5 so far. It is also very buggy, and it has some issues in general, but it's fun. And I imagine it would be more fun co-op as well. Although only the host gets story progress. Like, levels and perks and whatnot are saved for the co-op buddy, but they have to do their own missions. Like, look how slowly we're killing these things with 10.31 damage. That just isn't possible. Like, that is not accurate at all. Ah, I should have picked up the bomb first, that was misplayed. I knew something fell off about my damage, and I think I've sussed why now. I will try and double that up. I think I'm just going to blow you up. Oh wait, no, I'd have to shoot it at you. There. That did not work out, but hey, I still killed you, so no. Because you can't kill those champion ones in the same way you used to, because they gave you more, or gave them rather, more shot speed than you have. So their shots reach you before your shots reach them. Because no balance. Oh, well, at least we're going to get Bookworm, that'll help. Of course. Step, just take it. Is Nightbot having a thing? Ah, he's fine. At least now there's an extra chance at a syringe as well, I suppose. Thought that was my tier from the syringe, apparently it was not. Yeah, see what I mean? His shot was almost reaching me before mine even fired out my face. I can't think of any other reason my damage wouldn't be what the number is. So it must be that I started with experimental treatment. Unless it's some like penalty to euthanasia where normal shots are weakened and the syringe is doing the full damage. That could be another option. It's a new item, so I don't fully know how it works. I'd actually like that chest, please. Never mind. Ooh. Just kind of stood there and let me do that. Ugh, little Steven and no deal on a 70% chance. Thanks for screwing me over again. Oh, by all means, go Google euthanasia, see if that's the thing that's bringing it down, but something has definitely brought my damage below how much it's saying I'm doing. And it wrecked the run from the start. And that's why it took me so long to get this deep in. So it's going to turn out like a normal run length, but didn't get as far as I should have because my damage isn't what it says it is. We're basically here with what feels like 5 damage tops, outside of the euthanasia shots where the needle was definitely doing a crap ton of damage. Probably more than 10 actually. High Priestess. Could just use that to take myself out. I don't see a tin of rock. Ooh, that's close. Well, I've got ridiculous range, so make use of it. Paralysis. Oh, what is this hell? They're not shooting straight, they're shooting, like, at me. Oh, I got hit. Screw you. That was a terrible run thanks to the items I started with, but I hope you enjoyed on the YouTube side anyway, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now.